Hello everyone, you are on the Mobi channel and I am very glad to see you on my channel again. A few hours ago a new 55 episode of Skibidi Toilets was released, and in it we were shown a new weapon of opponents and frankly how to deal with it is not yet clear. But in this video I will analyze the whole 55 episode in detail. We will discuss the new Skibidi toilet and how to deal with it, the future upgrade of the Titan's cameraman and what does TV mans have to do with it. So right now put a like. Let's get 15,000 likes on this video. And also subscribe to the channel. We have reached the 140,000 subscribers mark and there are very few subscribers left up to 150,000. Moreover, I know that more than 80% of viewers watch my videos without a subscription. Be sure to subscribe, because videos are released almost every day. We are starting. Episode 55 begins with how our favorite character is shown to us, Ninja Cameraman. By his appearance you can understand that he is a little tired, but still ready to fight. Also behind him we see a big pile of toilets. He shows us the legendary gesture of this series. Specifically like, and then the camera turns and we see how the army of cameramen apparently goes to the main secret base of Skibidi Toilet, and now I'll explain why I think so. If we go back to episode 47, where we had a battle of the Titan G toilet with the Titan TV man, then we can notice that the actions of this episode take place in the desert, and just in episode 55, our cameramen apparently come out of this desert. They found this city, which apparently belongs to Skibidi Toilet, and the secret laboratory of the opponents is located in this city. A little later I will explain to you how TV man Titan is connected with this episode. And again returning to episode 55, in this frame you can see cameraman agents with their new weapons, which were first shown to us in the last 53 episode. You can also notice that now big cameraman agents have started using these guns, not electric sticks. You can immediately notice cameraman in a brown suit, but I'm confident I can say that this is not the agent who is in love with TV woman, who was shown to us in episode 53. Pay attention to his pants, they are more white here, and our romantic has dark gray ones, so they are different characters. In this frame we can also notice the camera car that was first shown to us in episode 37 and the cameraman tank from episode 53. Also the author left us a message on the billboard. I only see on it the phrase "they come," but I assume that it says "they you come." It may mean that we are going after the Titan G toilet to defeat him, or perhaps we are going after the Titan Speaker Man to rid him of the effects of the parasite, or we are going after the Titan TV man. Yes, I assume that in episode 47, the Titan TV man couldn't teleport far and was caught by an infected Titan Speaker Man. But why I am so sure of this, I will tell you more later. But for now we are watching the analysis further. We see agents walking down the road and two flying Skibidi toilet with rocket launchers fly out from behind the houses and shoot missiles at the tank. But its armor is so strong that the missiles do not cause any significant damage to the tank. Then the cameraman agents shoot at the flying Skibidi toilet from their blasters. The opponents fall and explode. Then from behind the building a huge three-headed Skibidi toilet with large rocket launchers flies out. And if a second later the Titan cameraman did not appear, then their missiles might have been able to destroy the cameraman tank. Further, as I have already said, the Titan cameraman appeared and immediately with a powerful discharge of his railgun demolishes one of the three heads of the Skibidi toilet. And by the way, as soon as the Titan cameraman appeared, this giant was quite scared. Then the Titan stuns the enemy with his right side, squeezes him with his huge and strong hands and throws the enemy with all his strength into a small house on the left, from which the enemy explodes and we can see how this very house falls and is gradually destroyed. Then the Titan cameraman turns to us. Apparently he thought that this was the end of the opponents and wanted to show us a light. But then suddenly the camera appears and we see the UFO toilet from episode 53, which apparently destroys the camera workers, which I assume are transporting tanks and other equipment for the battle with Skibidi toilet. But not all camera workers have time to fly away. The UFO toilet has time to destroy two helicopters before the Titan cameraman is distracted by him. Titan cameraman flies away to help, but at the same time leaves his army of cameramen alone. Then a huge smoke cloud appears in front of us. Usually TV man's agents appear or disappear from such clouds. But now a brand new Skibidi toilet has emerged from this cloud, which we haven't seen before. It has a huge size, would even say that Titanium G toilet has the same size. I don't think for a long time the agents directed all the power of their lasers at this enemy. But he is not susceptible to their radiation, because he has no flesh. All he consists of is a large skull, protective metal, a strong toilet and a large tank with toxic stuff inside. Next, the opponent demonstrates his ability. And he is able to spew a toxic substance from his mouth. We have already seen such an opponent in episode 50, only their Skibidi toilet spewed fire, and here he spews a toxic substance that, as we see, corrodes absolutely everything it gets on. It destroyed the cameraman tank and 2 more agents without any problems who did not have time to escape. Then the Titan cameraman arrives and blows the Skibidi armor off the skeleton. The enemy was already preparing to pour acid on him, but the Titan managed to shoot into his tank with a toxic substance. But apparently the Titan's cannon was very close to the toxic tank and part of the substance got on it. The Titan took it off and threw it away, from which it exploded. Then the camera turns and we see that the Skibidi skeleton is destroyed, but the tank and 2 cameraman agents are destroyed with it. Then the camera turns back on Titan. He looks at us and thinks, what should we do next? Continue the offensive, or even better prepare for battle? This is the end of episode 55 and let's discuss the future of the series. I assume the Titan TV man is being held hostage by Skibidi toilets. The Skibidi scientist studied the Titan TV man and implemented his teleport into his new invention, Skibidi skeleton. Also the scientist took into account the mistakes of the past Skibidi dragon and instead of fire gave the ability to spew toxic substance that corrodes everything it gets on. Based on this, it can be assumed that the agents of TV Mans are trying to find a way to free their Titan. I also assume that the cameraman's agents have split into 2 fronts. The first ones we saw in episode 54 go to something, or save their cameraman agents with them just left TV woman, and the second ones, who were shown to us in this 55 episode, go on the offensive. And based on this, I can assume that in the next episode we may be shown agents of TV Mans who are trying to free their Titan. Or they can show us the very secret laboratory of Skibidi toilets. In fact, this plot of episode 55 turned out to be very unexpected for me. I could not even imagine that toilets would be able to come up with this weapon and how agents would now fight it. I am also very interested to know. You can write your theories about this in the comments. I am very interested to know your opinion. And now we are moving on to a permanent section on my channel called Theories from Comments. As soon as the new episode 55 was released, I posted this post in the community tab on YouTube and asked you to write your theories there. Just from these comments I chose the most interesting theories. Theory number 1 sounds like this theory: their gun removing parasite has been broken down but they have a backup plan maybe. In the previous episodes, the TV men could remove parasites with their radiation. I think they will gather up loads of TV men and make them do their radiation whilst Titan Speaker Man is in front of them. And indeed, why did the cameraman tank not fire its powerful charge at the skeleton Skibidi? Because this force would have been enough to defeat it. Perhaps the tank really showed a malfunction and could not shoot. Thanks for the theory, and we're moving on to the second theory. It sounds like this theory, as we can see, the cameraman, and the few speaker man we have improved their technology rapidly through the 49 to 55 episodes. My theory is that maybe the enter of men and upgraded Titan cameraman gave the scientists time and patience to develop new inventions and gadgets, as the Skibidi toilets were slowed down, or maybe the cameraman started turning more and more of their teammates to the part of science and inventing. This can be why more normal cameramen have jetpacks, the new laser guns all cameramen have, and even tablets, which the brown-suited cameraman, who has a crush on TV woman has. Now that glitch toilet is defeated and inspected, the speaker, TV, and cameraman may even be able to teleport. Anyways, more and more new inventions will arrive for the cameraman. But the destruction of the tank laser is a big hit. However, cameramen can always develop a new one. Also, it seems the Skibidi toilets are advancing also. Thank you for your theory. It was very interesting to read it. Theory number 3 sounds like this theory: the skull toilet is one of the dead toilets from episode 50 that UTC killed and reduced to a skull, but has been revived by the Skibidi scientist and came back for revenge, hence the description, someone striking back. And indeed, after all, in episode 50, the Titan cameraman completely burned the Skibidi dragon. One skull remained from him, which means that the flying Skibidi toilet from episode 51 can return in the same guise. Thank you, and we move on to theory number 4. It sounds like this: since the Skibidis have removed their skin somehow, making them immune to stun guns, the cameraman will probably resort to being defensive to their acid, as the acid seems to be an effective strategy against most cameramen. We may see upgraded camera Titan with a shield now that the enemy has these improvements. Yes, I also believe that now Titan cameras, instead of its railgun, will use a shield that would not let the toxic substance of the skeleton Skibidi. Thank you, and we move on to the final 5th theory. It sounds like this theory. I think that, given the drastic reduction in their numbers due to the new weapons developed by the Alliance, the Skibidi toilets have understood the following things. The cameraman's weapons immobilize the nervous system of the Skibidi toilets. The new variant seems to take advantage of the fact that it is completely dead and is kept alive by technological supports, especially near the head where there is still the brain or an artificial version of it, to make their weapons useless as demonstrated in the episode. We might, in the future, see more variants of those zombies toilets, which are not expensive to make and can serve a second purpose after their death, if they don't get flushed. Ranged weapons are, in turn, a useful means of fighting other guns, but, given the drastic situation in which they are now present, heavy but effective guns, such as rocket launchers, are aimed at defeating large groups of enemies in one shot / inflicting substantial damage on the Titans. Radioactive acid seems to be a new means they have discovered to penetrate the toughest defenses. Despite its effectiveness, however, it is difficult to use en masse and is dangerous for them too. For this reason, the best candidates for this new weapon are the zombie Skibidi, who lack skin and reduce possible damage. We might see more of them in the future, and they might pose a threat to the next cameraman assets. In addition, it is possible that as the next mass attack against the UTCM, similar to that of Cinema Man, the Skibidi toilets could use soldiers with this weapon to destroy the Titan's weapon piece by piece. It won't be easy for both factions, but it's definitely a possibility. An interesting assumption. I believe that against such types of Skibidi skeletons it will be necessary to use melee weapons. The Titan cameraman just has his jet hammer, which could proudly destroy this enemy. Well, thank you for your theories, and also thank you for watching this analysis of episode 55. We are looking forward to new episodes. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. You were on the Mobi channel. See you soon.